So let's try and make our first method right here. What I want to do is, instead of doing this in here, we're going to grab that right here and we're going to just make a method. And I'm just going to say calculate. That's a good name for that one. Calculate. So this is a method that I want to now create inside the TS file. So I'm just saying, to get this information, you need to calculate it. And I have to go to the TS file now to create such a function. And that's luckily also very simple. I'll just make a function here, call it calculate. Like this, calculate, parentheses and curly brackets dot end, just like we would do in C#. And here, all the red lines you see right here, that's actually lint. I talked about lint earlier being annoying sometime, but it tries to explain to me, you should actually put in a white space right here, man. You should definitely not have two white spaces here. You should definitely, so it's trying to explain to me how to write the code. Now all I want to do right now is just return this, right? That's kind of what I had before. So I want to return the first value plus the second value. Now the reason that this is not working is because inside TypeScript, if you want to use something inside the class, you need to use the this keyword in front of it, like this. So I'll say this first value plus this second value, right? And then times 1, it complains. There's nothing wrong. Lint just tells me you should actually add a space right there so it's easier to read. Right here as well, it says, well, that's fine, but you should add a space to make it easier to read, right? So that's kind of Lint trying to help me out right here. So now we have our beautiful equation. I said equation again. It's not equation, it's a mathematical calculation, right? So now I have my mathematical calculation ready as a calculate method or function. And that pretty much just means that this guy now calls the function, but it returns the exact same value. But now I can start making the function more complex if I want to inside the TS file where the logic should be. You should never put logic inside your view. You should never, and let me say again, never put logic inside your view. The calculation of the logic should be inside, as a minimum, inside the component, maybe even inside services or another class if it's too complex to have inside the component. So there we go. Now we put it in there. Let's see if it actually works still. Try and look at our application and see if we can still write 2 plus, yeah, there we go. It still works, so I'm happy again. Now you know how to use an actual function here instead of using the actual calculation logic directly in your view. And again, don't put logic in your views. I beg of you, put them inside functions instead and then make the logic in the TS file. See you next lesson where we'll have more fun.